to level 3. Cryptic Visionary to level 3. Bay 13 is now available for loading. I repeat, Bay 13 now available for loading.
Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. All right. What do we got going on here? What do we got? What do we got? Mr. Blazing Man, what's up? Hello, Uwu Master. Hello. How are you guys doing? How was your week? Hopefully all you had a wonderful week so far. Sorry, I'm a little late. I had to make a snack and figured out why YouTube wouldn't let me go live without a thumbnail. So, that's always fun. I was finally off campus before you started. Nice. I love that. Well, let me get YouTube or Instagram going here real quick. I think that's right. Okay. Good. Maybe, possibly, potentially. Just want to make sure. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Cool. Hi, everyone. Got off work, working on a character. Nice. What kind of character are you working on? That's cool. And how was school, Mr. Blazing Man? Robot. Nice. That's what I'm going to be doing tonight, kind of. So, I'm kind of, I'm kind of torn. Because I want to continue the Pixar challenge, but I'm having a hard time, like, having any, like, passion for it. And I think it's just because of the subject that they chose this year. So, I haven't really decided, but I might not do it. Just because, like, I don't know. It's not grabbing me. It's not pulling me in. And I don't want to force it just because I'm not enjoying it. But I am enjoying working on this guy. So, I wasn't going to stream this necessarily. But
you gotta go.
We're here. This is what I'm going to do now. So, we're going to be working on my desktop. This guy. Right? This guy. Alright, cool. So this is what we're working on. This is where it's at so far. I know you guys have kind of seen like little minor previews of it, but here it is. When it's not pulling, don't force it. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. And like I felt like I was forcing it, and it's actually funny because like I was okay with it, and then one of the Pixar employees commented on my thing, and they were just like, they asked me such a simple question. They were asking about like the story of it all. And I realized as soon as they asked that, I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this, just because I'm not the kind of person that like builds a story into an environment. Like I just wanted to build an environment. So I don't know. It made me think of things. I'm still not sure. I still have like 40 or 50 days to do this. So I might do it, might not. Who knows? You might see return to it. You might not. But I agree, Mr. Eldorado. So, I'm going to be working on my October project, which I was going to keep secret, but I've also figured out I'm really bad at that. So, here it is. It's still pretty early on. I want to say I'm like, I don't know, 9 hours in? Maybe more. I'm not really entirely sure. You know the secret. That is the secret, yes. So what I have been working on is I'm reshaping the neck here because I wasn't a huge fan of the original one. So I'm kind of rebuilding some of these pieces. But all of this is starting to flow really well together, so I do want to continue just working on it. I haven't decided what color I'm going to make these yet. I do want to continue with the transparent because you can see here when you hide these or just delete them. There's all sorts of details on here that I want to show through. So we're gonna continue with that. There was a Punisher challenge recently featuring a character running and parkouring. Wasn't working for me. Maybe next time. See, yeah, and I think that's important for people to realize is like if you aren't like you said, like if you aren't feeling something, don't force it. Like there's just no need to force it. Do you have a reference for this? I do have a pure ref scene that I have. You're going to be sad to know that I don't have like an exact reference because as far as I can tell, not many people have made these. So I'm kind of happy that I'm doing something that's kind of original. So like my reference is some rattlesnake stuff, just some general alien reference, and then some biomechanical / mechanical reference. Like this is the kind of stuff that I'm working on. What a model. Thank you. Do you have a model board? Yeah, this is it right here. For now. I add to this constantly. I've already added like 10 other pieces to this. Specifically when I need something that I don't have reference for, that I'm like, I should probably look that up. I'll add like this spine here. Just trying to kind of continue the idea that this is skeletal, but it's also machine. So it's been a lot. I also thought this diagram was super cool. But that's kind of what we're working with today. So that's what I'll be working on for the next couple of weeks. Like I said, I've been working on the neck. So the neck requires a little bit of finesse just because like the way I'm building this is like everything kind of links together and it's kind of like an accordion setup. I redid these front plates just because I wasn't too happy with this setup, and I do want to kind of clean this up a little bit and continue this like spike design. So I think I'm going to do that now. Turn on my music a little bit, just a tad bit. There we go. TRNR, thanks. How much does it take so long to model it? It takes a while. So I can tell you guys how many hours I'm into this. Hold on. At least I think I can. Actually, I probably can't because I've got so many freaking recordings on this. I have a lot of recordings on this. So I've been at least working on this for, I want to say, around 10 hours. Yeah, so I'd like to say this is probably around 10 hours worth of work so far. Let's see. I like the mix of hard surface. Yeah, see, that's what I wanted to do. Was like I didn't want to go like full robot, but I also wanted to make the robotic pieces look skeletal. So it's definitely a new challenge for me because like creating some of these shapes, like these ribs, I'm still not super thrilled with. But you know, these are I'm kind of just like at the point where I am. Like this is a kind of advanced block out. So I'm just kind of playing with things right now because I don't have concept art for this. Like this is very much coming out of my brain. So it's an experiment in progress. But I'm enjoying it so far. And that's the thing is like I'm enjoying it and I wasn't enjoying the other thing. I'm thinking of learning lighting to get work. You should learn lighting regardless. I mean, if you're a modeler, you should learn lighting because it's going to help you with your presentations and everything like that. It's really important. Gotham, hello, how are you? 525,000 minutes? Yeah, exactly, Mr. Blazing Man. Too much time. Okay, so let's isolate this guy real quick because I want to fix this. I'm actually just going to kind of pull it down and sharpen it up a bit. Let's see how that... Oh, nope, that's not what I want. Let's see. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. I want this one to be different. And the reason I want it different is because this one actually has, if you look at the comparisons here, so this one has joints to mount to, whereas all the other ones don't. So this one's going to look different just so it's like kind of like an identifiable part. View selected. What about the speaker? Speaker is going to be every Wednesday. Mecha Alien, nice. Yes, KC Shift. It's been a fun project so far. It's also been a stressful project. I could do RenderMan and Maya sort of thing. Well, that's good. I mean, you know, as long as you have a basic understanding of it, like, that's good. I mean, if you want to do it as, like, a career, then go all in for it. But just depends on what your goals are as an artist. Yeah, so this thing has actually, like, last night I had a lot of stress around this thing just because, like, I was having a hard time after I posted that render. And I was just like, I'm not liking the way some of this was looking. So today I redid the neck. And then I think this stream, I'm going to focus down here on this rib cage connection point thing. Which would be your, I forget what that bone is called. Sacrum? Is it your sacrum? No, not your sacrum. It's that bone right here in the center of your chest. Look, it's spooky. Interested to see how this one comes out. Wanted to do something horror themed this month, but backlog is killing me. Good luck with the project. Thank you so much, Timuzu. Oh, I know, you asked if I was going to stream this, and I decided today that I'm going to stream this, so. The backlog is also killing me, but I feel like if I don't have a personal project to work on during a backlog, then I am literally going to like lose my mind. I'm also going to be rendering this guy, hopefully. I want to put like quotation, like you know, hopefully in Unreal Engine. So that's the hope. As long as I can finagle my GPU to work with it, we'll be good. All right, so I'm gonna work on this guy. So we're actually just gonna isolate this. Is there anything else I need from that? Not really. Okay, Shift I. Okay. Because this piece is still very much like a block out. Let's do this. We'll do symmetry. Okay. This way I only have to work with one side. Alright, so what I want to do is create like little cupping joints. So mesh tools, insert, we'll add an edge loop here. And then I'm gonna flatten this guy. Whoa, hi. What was that? What is that about? That was weird. Okay. Let's see. Vertex. Let's go edge slide. And just go right here. Nice thing is all of this is happening at the same time on the other side, so I'm not too stressed about it. Alright. So we'll take these guys, we're going to extrude them out. That's the only thing I really don't like about topology, or what do you call it? Why is it drawing a blank? Oh, live surface. Not live surface. God damn, symmetry. Is that the extrude tool breaks really weirdly. Alright, so vertex, target weld these. Make sure it did it on both sides. Usually target weld works in symmetry, but sometimes it's just, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know why. Surface slide. Okay. Advanced lighting scene in Unreal is Chef's Kiss? Ooh. I'll have to look that up because I haven't played with it at all. It would be great to see the workflow into Unreal. I've seen people having great results with it. I want to try to give it a try, but maybe after I finish getting comfortable with Octane. Octane was a fun one. I liked Octane. It just seemed really slow for me, and maybe it's because I didn't spend a lot of time just like learning it. But I don't know. I'm curious to play with it. I've never played with it before, so I don't want to say I'm going to have a great workflow in it. I'm literally just going to try to make things work. And then I'll probably do a breakdown on how I did it. But I'm for sure not going to teach it or anything. Let's see. So I don't want too many... Actually, that's not bad once that's supported. I'm okay with that. The only problem is that I didn't really see that. That's alright. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. Not a big fan of symmetry. I'm a duplicate specialist. Yeah, I like both. Oops. I've just been trying to use symmetry more with this project just because, like, if it saves me a little bit of time, it saves me some time and it's worth it. But sometimes it's tough. Unreal is Unreal. Yeah, you're right. Screw it. Just do this the hard way, I guess. Oh yeah, that helps. Off. Oh, wait a minute. No. This is why I don't like it, though. Wait a minute. Is there an extra edge loop there or something? Hold on. No. Just turn it off. Turn it off. Alright. We're gonna extrude this guy out. We'll just duplicate or mirror it. It's fine. I'm gonna stress it. It is a little bit easier. I find bringing one floater in at a time before bringing the whole thing across to Unreal. Yeah, that might be a good idea too. I don't know. I've never opened it. I don't even have it installed yet, so it's going to be kind of like brand new for me. So if I can't get it to work, I will continue to do things in Arnold. But I try to challenge myself with each one of these projects differently, and I figured this would be a good one to kind of dip my toe in Unreal. Because I do want to learn it, because it is so prevalent now in the industry. So I need to spend some time on it. Plus, you can do some really cool stuff in it. All right, so let's not make that same mistake. Because I was playing with Marmoset. Marmoset's really cool. It's really easy. But it's, I don't know. I guess it's just kind of like a little too limited for me to want to like actually subscribe to it and pay for it. So I haven't really decided if I'm going to really invest time in that one. You can literally bring this mesh in Unreal, rig, UV map, and texture all within. Yeah, see, and that's what's nice. I don't think I will be rigging this one. Maybe at a later date. But the thought of rigging this actually terrifies me. Rigging BD1 was enough of a challenge for me right now. And that rig isn't even all that great. It's messy. Alright, so let's just delete that, mesh, mirror, go bounding box, X, and negative. Alright, so how does that look smooth? Okay, so that's grabbing and holding all of the ribs. These two need to come back, and they're also a little too squared, so I've got to fix those. Marmoset's good for props, but it doesn't let you do any trickery with extra UV channels. Yeah, it's very cool, and like some of my friends who use it like do some really amazing stuff with it, but I just don't feel like it's like there for like what I need it for, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still an amazing tool, and it's cheap. If you want like a cheap GPU renderer that isn't like Arnold, Marmoset's where it's at. I think I'll leave that kind of flattened like that. I do want to add a little bit of a point on this though, because if we look at this on like an actual rib cage here, let me go. Let's see, rib cage. Should probably add some sternum. It's a sternum, guys. I knew that. I knew that. Okay, let me copy this one because I need some reference on the rib cage. Copy. So we'll pull up my pure ref scene here and paste this here. This is what's fun about pure ref, is you can just grab as much concepts as you want to and just throw it in the scene. I love it. Rigging wise, can you use something similar to IK Bones in Blender with Maya? Just letting the movement of one ripple back through. Yes, so you absolutely can. Maya's IK system is actually pretty robust. How to do it? I have no idea. I'm so new to rigging because I never grasped it. And it's the one subject that I've actually considered like actually buying a course on, just because I have no idea what I'm doing with it. So rigging's one of those like mysteries, but like my BD1, he's got an IKFK setup on his feet and his legs, as well as the neck. So it does function the same way as it does in Blender, because it's all the same technology. Hey man, what's up? What are you working on? So, you probably didn't get to see it. This is a rib cage. But we're working on this guy. Biomechanical Xenomorph. What would be a good place for substance materials? Oh, that's a good one. So, let's see. Close that. So the Substance Marketplace, or substance.com/adobe/assets, they have tons of materials on here. Really good place to get your materials. If not, you can also get them on like Flip Normals or ArtStation, but I honestly get most of mine from here because they're just good. They're good stuff. All right. So let's smooth that, see how that's working. That's good. It's looking kind of bonish, so that's nice. All right, so let's go ahead and add like a little... Oh, that's what I was doing. So we all have this tiny little tip down here, this little bone tip thing that breaks off every single time somebody uses your CPR, so it's kind of a useless bone. But I want it to be there. I'd rather have that break off, though, than, die, so I guess there's that. That's better. So let's work on these ribs here. So I want to change the shaping on these a little bit. So we'll pull that. And then we'll just start adjusting some things here. Eat my last apple slice. Okay. So the issue with these is they're way too square. And honestly, the geometry on them is not fantastic. I kind of built these in a hurry. So I'm going to modify this top one, and then I will copy down to kind of rebuild all that. So looking at this curve right here, this is just not great. So we're going to take this section, delete it. We're going to take this face here, delete it, and we're going to just rebuild a little bit. Multi-cuts. This is every freaking time that thing gets registered. Is this just gonna, yeah, that's fine. It's funny, like, I was trying to keep this one, like, under wraps, and then I was going to release it at the end of the month, but, like, as both somebody who creates content and somebody who likes to share things, that was very difficult. So I guess I just figured I would open the floodgates on this one. Because I think everybody enjoyed watching the ship and BD1 and all of that progress, plus with next weekend's 12-hour stream, which, by the way, everybody, that's coming up. I will be streaming 12 hours on Saturday, the 9th. Is that the 9th? No, that's not the 9th. Saturday, what day is it? Why won't I? Come on. Saturday, the 12th. I'll be live for 12 hours on the 12th. That's cool. It's pretty neat. Are you bashing the concept, or is it based off an actual design? So I am designing this with my own brain as I go along, but I'm following kind of like the original design of the alien as much as I can, while differentiating and then adding in mechanical elements from things like these guys, Terminators, some of the Neil Blomkamp robots from like District 9 and Chappie and Elysium. Are you using... Yeah, so no. Sorry, I got two questions that were the same at the same time. But yes, roast dark. That's my concept. And I toyed with the idea for a little bit on whether or not I should like take on my own like design project. And I don't know. I figured it was time. I like to try to do a mix of my own stuff and a mix of like real concept art. So I decided it was just time to do it. I think these are causing me issues, so I'm just going to delete those. And then I want to kind of reshape the fronts of these. And I think the best way to do that is going to be just like a whole ass extrusion. So we're going to try this. I don't know if this is going to work, but might as well. Oh, you know what? No, I need to fix this first. Okay. So this chunk right here, this was another corner. Because what I did was I built a cube, and then I just kind of like cut it into pieces and threw everything together. And you can see that worked so terribly. Do I want to do it that way? Yeah. There we go. Select vertex, control plus shift to get a straight line. What? Oh, you're asking a question. No, I'm just rotating them and then I scale them. I've sent... Wait, I have sent radio receiver and WIP column in the Discord. Please check it and say your feedback. When did you do that? Did I miss? Oh, okay. Make sure, Gautham, in the future that you're posting those in the actual project critiques. That way I don't miss them. But it's looking good so far. I would make those little earpieces thicker though, because they're just planes, and that might show up kind of wonky on a render. But I'm excited to see what you do with it. Bridge with multi-cut. Yeah, so I usually bridge, and then, oh, no, I see what you're talking about. Okay, so all I'm doing is the target weld tool. So the cool thing about the target weld tool is like, here, I'll just show you an example. I'll delete this afterwards. So if you have these verts, what you can do is you can just hit target weld, you can just click it and then drag it to the next one, and it's going to drag in whatever direction you're welding to. So it's super, super helpful. Saves a lot of time. I think that's what you were talking about, Mr. Eldorado. Multi-cut, select vertex. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I have done that before. I was a little confused by what you meant, but I see what you mean now. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It might. I just need to kind of clean it up a little bit. So let's see how that looks instead. See, that's got that nice rounded look that I was looking for. But it's also kind of flat on the back, which is, well, no, it's really not. Let's see. Mesh tools, since red, let's see if we can make it that way. There we go, that's better. Okay. Hello, good morning, Mr. Singh. Hello, how are you? Where's my water? Where'd I put my water? Oh, please stop. Wait. There it is. Sometimes it's kind of hard to see a black bottle in here. I gotta check my music, make sure it's not about to end. I keep getting copyright stricken on YouTube because my music ends and then their app player just plays whatever it wants to. Okay, so let's see. 3. So I like that so far. I do want to add like some sort of indentation to detail up here. So I think what we'll do is we'll take this piece. We're going to scale that in. Pull it in. And take that vert. Yeah. I'm trying to still incorporate some of those like hollow areas that the Xenomorph has. And so that's one of the things that I want to focus on with the rib cage. Same thing back here. Because I think that's what was bothering me with this last night, is like looking at it, I was like, there's just not enough Xeno here and there's too much robot. And that feels much better. I think right over here too. So let's fix that, because that looks terrible. Okay. What is it? Oh, here. This guy. So, there's the model, my old block out, some spare parts that I keep duplicating. I really need to put these on like a layer. Alright, let's see. So I want this more up here. I want that to kind of cup there. So mesh tools. We're going to support this area just because this is where a bolt's going to be. And then we're going to add edge up there and potentially right there. And then we'll extrude this guy. Nice thing is this is kind of organic, so it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, so we've got that nice little detail in the back. I'd say that looks so much better than the other ones. Alright. Let's see. Look, I'm just looking for like ideas here. One thing I had thought about, and I'm still toying with the idea that I might do some like biomechanical muscles, but I haven't decided yet. I do like how these kind of have like a little like barb coming off of them. And I don't know, maybe that's too much, but maybe it's just enough. So we're gonna try it. Something tells me my stuff is all jacked up again. It is. Is it not? Nope, I think it's just because I'm doing it in a weird spot. That's too far out though. Okay, so that looks terrible. One thing I will say about organic models that I like, or organic chunks anyway, is that you don't have to get super complicated with your mesh. It's all generally pretty simple. Okay, Yeah, it looks a little weird. What we can do though, yeah, kind of like that. I think it looks a little bulbous though. Yeah, it's a little bit better. It's more of like a hook now. Let's see. Okay. We appreciate that. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so let's start finagling some new ribs. Control D. Pull this down. This obviously goes back inwards a little bit until it's touching. And honestly, this one needs to go back a little bit because it's not touching. Okay, so we have that. That looks really good when it's duplicated like that, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. That has a really nice shape to it, surprisingly. Okay, so the only issue I have here now is that these need to, I believe, move forward a bit. So if we turn that off, oh yeah, these definitely need to move forward a bit. Okay, so we're gonna take the rib itself, which is why I built it this way. We're just gonna pull it in until it matches up with that bolt. Okay, that one doesn't really matter because you're not really seeing it. Not super concerned with it, but I like that look a lot better. They look more like ribbish. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the way that's hanging down. So let's bump that up a little bit. That's better. Gives a little bit of extra texture. Can you show the full model? Yep, right here. There's still so much I want to do with this one. The next thing I really want to work on is like figuring out this like shoulder joint thing. I don't know if I want to do like these cylinder motors or if I want to do some sort of like circular ball and socket design. Not really too sure what I want to do with that one. But right now it looks a little bit mechanical. So like I still want it to look mechanical, but not like crazy like, oh, okay, that could exist today. So I think I need to do some research on like different designs for shoulder joints. You want them to have cup holders? Oh yeah, they'll be cup holders. We will for sure add cup holders. There was actually an old commercial back in the day that had, I think it was for Alien, but it was like a, let's see if I can find it. 'Cause it was pretty funny. Yeah, I don't know where it was. It might have been part of a movie, but basically like the alien was like a coffee machine, and so the little mini mouth would disperse the coffee. It was funny. Alright, so let's pull this guy back. All of that's good. I'm going to do the same thing here, but we're going to have a bit of an issue. So we have to be careful. Rotate that down, pull it forward. Right now, these ones back here don't connect to anything, so I do need to figure out what I want those to connect to. So much better than the original rib joint. I don't know what I want to do. I feel like there needs to be more here, but I'll figure that out when I get to it, I guess. Whatever it is, it'll be minor. So we're gonna delete that one. Control D. This is where the ribs kind of turn down a little bit. And it's also where the cage starts opening up into what would be the like abdominal cavity, but we're not going to be doing that because it's a robot. I still want it to open up though, like a normal rib cage. I'm going to scale that a little bit. Just hit a little bit of different definition there. Okay. Delete that rib. Pull this up just a tad bit. I'm going to go down one. Over. Yeah, that's much better. Feels more like closed off and concise. So let's go ahead and duplicate those. Control D. Edit, group. Just go, boom. Okay, there we go. That's better. Yeah, that looks so much better than it did. These are pulling a little far forward though. So I hate that I just duplicated all that. Let me just redo that. All right, cool. Delete my history. I've had this model corrupt on me so many times at this point now. I'm actually like really like stressed working on it. So every time I save, I'm deleting and saving my history. Okay, so the other thing is I built these earlier and they're just a little plain for me. So I want to kind of mechanize them up a bit. I think the best way to do that is going to be add like little fins. Because I was thinking of these as kind of like cooling pipes or something. I don't want it to look too like automotive though. And then I think I need something back here. I might just do some little like ribbings. Okay. Let's see. Oop. Go ahead and pull those in. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. It's funny, I wasn't going to do a Xenomorph for Halloween. I had another idea, but I didn't get far enough in ZBrush for me to feel comfortable like executing it. And then I was at Barnes & Noble and I bought an HR Giger book, and that kind of like cemented the idea in my head that I should probably do an alien at some point, whether it's organic or inorganic. That's too smooth. It looks a little bit like a muffler. So I need to kind of like continue that shape a little bit. Let's see. Just kind of experimenting with like design here. I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. Let's see. I know a couple people said they're working on stuff tonight. Anybody else working on anything cool tonight? That music just ended. Okay, let's go back. Go back. Sure, that sounds great. Okay. We're doing the design for a robot for the third time. It hurts my soul. Why do you keep redoing it? You just don't like it, or is it for a class, or what? That feels a little bit better. I do still feel like that's just like it's a little bit wonky. Let's do this. Just kind of block it off. Tools, insert edge loop.
What the hell is even that?
What's up, SD? Hi, how you doing, man? Happy spooky season. Yeah, I'm actually okay with that. I may end up hating that, but I don't know. What's up, Crypto? What are you working on today? Alfonso, this is what I'm working on today. My spooky season. Crypto's cool. That's fine. That's what I said to the design psycho dad? What? What happened? Oh, let's see. Okay, so it was for my thesis work. This was the first one I was set on, but then I started seeing issues with it and it felt impractical. I get that. That's why I've redone multiple parts on this too. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes you just have to go back and redo stuff. Like, it's a pain, but it works out for the better. Combine. Control D. Let's move that down. Scale it. Rotate it. Move it into position. Ooh. Thank you. That was a sentence. Thank you for the save reminder. Yeah, I like that. It's got more like flow to it and shape. Okay. All right. I spent like hours, just like a lot of detail. Let's see, has it crashed? It's crashed multiple times. It hasn't really crashed, but my saves have corrupted multiple times. So I've been really careful about like saving everything. Is it a T1000 Xenomorph? Kind of. I was calling it a drone Xenomorph, just because I didn't want to be like Terminator Xenomorph, because like I feel like that would be like cliche to call it that. But basically, it's my Halloween project. Yeah, that's much nicer. I like that a lot better. That's where the voice line from Psycho Dad serious. What the hell is even that? Resonates deeply. That's the that's that I think he's like a senator or something like that from Florida. No, so what I'm gonna do, instead of making it full body, is I'm gonna pedestal it. So like this was my original block out. So there'll be some sort of base at the bottom. I'm gonna do both arms, but I'm gonna cut off at the torso, like the lower torso. Liking how that's going so far. That's flowing really well. We're getting better. Not quite there just yet, but we're getting better. I also kind of like need that to kind of have to do that, honestly. See how that works. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. That still leaves that mount point for those two pistons. So that's good. Alright, so that's looking sweet. Let's see here. Give me a second. Yeah, I look at this thing and I think about rigging it, and I start to panic a little bit because I'm not ready for that kind of, like, that's terrifying. There's so much shit to rig in this, I wouldn't even know where to start. I'm going to painstakingly pose the hell out of this thing, but I'm not going to rig it. Like a Predator's trophy? Yeah, there you go. It's been a cool, like, power stance, though. I really like let's see, where is it? This pose right here. I like that pose. I want to change it a little bit, but I might do something similar to this. Might be able to cheat rigging with some invisible influence objects. Either do that with an FK. Yeah, it wouldn't be like an IK if I do rig it. It would for sure be an FK system. The issue really comes down to all of the freaking pistons all over this thing, just because I'm still trying to find a better way to do pistons. Which again, I was looking at this course. Let me see here. I'll show you guys. I think it was on Flip Normals. Let's see. Pretty sure it was. I know there was a tutorial on here I saw that was for rigging like mechanical stuff. Maybe not on Flip Normals. It was somewhere. I'd have to find it. But yeah, there's definitely. I would definitely enjoy probably doing it like an actual like tutorial series on this. It would be cool to have like LED lights. Check Discord chat for what I mean. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll do some stuff like that in the head. Because like these are planned out, right? So like this I think I called compute unit. So it's got 2 compute units because this is technically the brain. And then you have your combat units, which would be like another section of the brain. So it would be cool to have some LEDs on there. Let's see, did I miss let's see. Do smooth any meshes? Oh yeah, this whole thing's smoothed. It's all smooth. So like if I go in here and just like unsmooth it, it's all smooth. I tend to not go crazy unless I have to. And because this is like mildly organic, I'm not doing like full hard surfaces. Tend to just cheat pistons by using facing constraints so they get away from each other. Tends to work out, not convincing enough. Yeah, well, and see the issue that I have with that, because it does work, you're right, you're absolutely right. The issue that I have though is that they tend to like twist and do things that you don't want them to do. So it's just, there's a lot to it. I need to really buckle down and learn that, but I'm not a rigging artist. I don't plan on being one, so hasn't been like my full goal to be one. All right, let's do a little bit of work on this arm because I just kind of left this little piece dangling here and I feel bad. Because my concept is that I'll have it attached, so it's going to be like an open piece, but it'll have like an attachment point. And then there'll be a piston on the back that controls the elbow. But I need to copy the top down. Mesh, mesh, duplicate. Pop you down. Okay, we're going to center the pivot on that guy, and we're going to rotate and then reattach this. In fact, what I want to do, of course that's all jacked up. There we go. So what I'd like to do, why is that rotating in every single channel? That's bizarre. That's fine. I like to recycle parts whenever I can. And that's what I'm doing here. Sometimes I feel it's best to do a live so I can finish my 3D projects. That's very true. I was kind of feeling that on this one, not gonna lie. Because like I so badly wanted to like save it as like a surprise for the end of October. But it was A, making it hard for me to stream because I had nothing to work on and I didn't want to start another project because I'm already starting another one next week. And B, like, I don't know, I guess it just helps my motivation a little bit. Yeah, it's painful when it goes wonky. Still trying to iron out landing gear on my dropship's next scene. Currently, it wants to rotate up through the floor. Yeah, that's why rigging is such a mystery to me. Like, it doesn't matter what app you use, it's just terrible. But I give mad props to people who are able to rig. It'd be cool to have okay, so I already got that. RGB morph? Yeah. Everything's better with a little bit RGB, right? That's why we made our computers unicorn vomit for so long. Alright. Let's just sew this guy together. Love it. So what I want to do is take that. Again, kind of experimenting here. Don't necessarily know what I'm doing right now. It might look stupid. It might look awesome. Don't really know. It's probably gonna look kind of stupid. I don't know. I can work with it. I can work with it. All right. We're just sewing all this together. Okay, so a couple things that I don't like. This looks like it's like a vacuum cleaner, like one of those like handheld vacuum cleaners. So let's add some definition to this guy. It's also just like, it's like way too thick. Well, no, I kind of like the thickness on that actually. There we go. That's not copyright free, I don't think. Oh no, yeah it is. Alright. I have to panic, I don't want YouTube to ban me. Twitch doesn't care. YouTube, they care. Wondering, okay. Alright. Sometimes it's fun to just like drag things around and figure out what you're doing. Has the look of a bicep, but it has no bicep. The other thing is I think some aliens, sometimes anyway, have either something on their shoulder or something on the elbow. I think it's usually the elbow. There's like a joint or something. Yeah, like this little offset thing. I might add something up top too. I'm thinking I will. Something simple like that, yeah. Still gives that kind of organic shape to it. Let's see. Let's see. This is also why I'm not an organic modeler at all. I might be someday, but not anytime soon. Okay. Vertex, we'll pull that guy up. And then down here, I'm going to pull these out a bit. Wow, that got jacked up. Okay. How does that look? Better. Mesh tools, insert edge loop. We'll just add a little bit of a support there. There we go. This is the nice pointy shape there. Okay. So some of this needs to be kind of adjusted now. So I need some of this to look like hard surface, like sharp. That might be too much. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that. The other thing I want to do is I'm going to take this. So we're going to go to mesh, combine, Control D. We're gonna pull this piston over here. Rotate that 90 degrees. What are you making, brother? This is a Xenomorph robot. We're calling it the Drone Morph or something stupid. I don't know. I haven't named it yet. Maybe someday. So this would technically act as like your tricep. And I want to think of a cool way. What I want to do is incorporate some like hard points here that will mount into the arm itself. So you still have that mixture of mechanical and also like organic look. So that's gonna be a challenge. Arhum, hello, how are you? Overall though, it's starting to come together. And you know what, this is actually really bothering me, so I'm gonna look at this now. Because I actually hate this. Let's see. I don't know why I haven't fixed this yet. But I'm gonna do it now. Anybody watch that movie on Netflix, Atlas? Was it, if you did watch it, was it like any good to like continue watching? Because like I'm currently watching it, and I don't know if I should continue wasting my time. Okay, so there's an issue right there. So let's pull that down. And then I want the tube here kind of exposed, so this is all created from one. Oh no, God, no. This is all multiple objects. There's hundreds of different objects in this at this point. I kind of stopped caring about having everything built as one object just because, like, it's too stressful. And it's not really how most people work. You can't really get the detail out of, like, one single piece. So I just find it works better. Okay. I still don't like this back. There's a lot that has to be kind of adjusted with it. I'm still not the biggest fan of it. Mainly because it's so blocky. But that's at least slightly better. I also don't really... Honestly, looking at it, I don't think I need this chunk here at all. Let's look at this. Yeah, yeah, that just wasn't working. I don't know if this is gonna work, but let me try this. Save real quick, because I don't know if this is gonna actually work. Nah. Sometimes. I bet you I could cheat it though. Vertex. Aw, really? Huh. Alright. Oh. Wait a minute. Weird. Just add one. Something here. Just gonna merge those together. Okay. So let's take that. Pull that back a tad bit. Support it. Yeah, that feels a lot better. It's okay to have this like skeletal piece going through there, but I think what I will do is I'm gonna do this. Yeah, just adds a little bit more shape. The last part of the head, give their multi-cut so it will look good. What do you mean? Not sure what you there. Let's see. I regret not joining the past few streams. Are these streams recorded on Twitch? I want to see the modeling. Okay, so here's the thing, Arham. So this model actually hasn't been on Twitch. This is the first time I'm streaming this. I will be streaming it going forward, so you didn't miss anything. And I have recorded everything, so eventually there will be a full process video on my YouTube. I got a little like jumbled with BD1, which is a lot of people asked like why I haven't uploaded the texturing for BD1, just because like there are so many VODs spread all over the place that I have to figure out which ones they are, download them, re-edit them. It's just a pain. So you didn't miss anything. You're here at a good time. So the sound alerts are from Twitch. Yes. Sound alerts and overlays are from Twitch. I'm working on a way to get them to work on YouTube with like commands, but currently, yeah, they only work on Twitch because they're through the whole channel point system. So if you guys want to, you guys are ever interested in watching on Twitch, you could do fun stuff like this. All that's available on Twitch. Still pretty happy with how that one turned out. Yeah, I prefer that. And we're going to take this one, pull it forward and up a little bit just to remove some of that shaping there. That's pretty good. Oh, look, that goes right through that. That's not good. Wait a minute. How did that... Oh, shoot. How did that happen? That's weird. That's better. I'm going to go ahead and delete all my history and save the scene. He didn't throw it back. My ears crumbled. He will eventually. Don't worry. He's going to do a bunch of things. I will be doing more like BD1 animating for that one. And then I'm going to export it back up here real quick. Just because I'm a little annoyed with how Maya has been treating this scene. What's today?
Do I look like a real boy, Papa?
10-4. You do. You do, Mr. Blazing Man. If you guys don't know what that sound alert's from, meet Canyon. He's an amazing animator on YouTube. Yeah, it's fine. Alright. So, why is that black? What is going on there? It's like some sort of weird shading. Is that the ambient occlusion? No. Is my normal jacked up? Yeah, normal got all messed up. That's weird. Haven't really checked. Ah, shit. Alright, well. Reverse that, because that made that worse. What am I doing here? I'm tired and I don't know what I'm doing. I just did it. There it is. Okay. Anything else that is black that needs to be turned back? No, that was it. Okay. Okay. That was just a weird glitch. I did not expect that. I was browsing my options to see, and I was extremely curious. More of a Flash Kits guy? Flash Kits is good too. I like Flash Kits. They both make funny stuff. I like that Flash Kits has no filter. It's pretty great. Meat Canyon, though, he makes like really disturbing stuff. And I dig it. I dig it. Alright. I've been watching Flash Kits, though, since I was in, like, I don't know, middle school. They've been around for so long now at this point. Because they started on, like, Newgrounds, didn't they? Oh no, I've seen them all. I watched them in Meat Canyon. They are quite hilarious. Let's not do that. Oh, there's a weird loop going on there. I'm gonna have to fix that geo. That's fine. Honestly. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. I might delete this spike. Looks cute, might delete later. Make some great tips. Oh, you make some great Maya tips, dog. Love them. I'm glad you love them. Thank you. Where did you get the reference images? Just Google. Some ArtStation. Mostly Google. Yeah, mostly Google. I think these 4 came from ArtStation. I didn't even realize this was like a suit. I thought this was like biomechanical, but it's like a suit. But the reference is cool. Alright, so let's go ahead and build a little arm piece, a little armature. And we'll just actually build this right up here. Yeah, sorry there weren't many tips this week. I did not have it, like, in me to make any this week. I made a couple, but, like, I don't know. The content creation this week was just not it. So I kind of took a break. When did you start modeling this? That's a good question. When did I start modeling this? When was the first video recorded? Properties. September 19th. Okay, so let's do a little bit of adjusting here. So plop that there. Adjust some of this. That's got to rotate a bit. Okay. And then that's just really thick. Like for it to not be that thick. In fact, I think all of this just needs to be kind of pulled in. That feels better. Yeah. What is the criteria of a 3D artist to get a job in production? I mean, you need to be confident or competent in like whatever position you're applying for. So if you're a modeler, you need to be competent in modeling, topology. I would suggest knowing texturing, lighting. maybe even a little bit of rigging. Like, honestly, like, not really so much criteria. Like, the criteria is going to be like whatever the job needs. So if you want to find like specific criteria for a studio, go look at their job postings or past job postings if they don't have any active ones. And that will kind of help you figure out what it is you need to know for those jobs. But otherwise, like, you really have to decide like what it is you're going for, and then from there decide what skills you need to know for that. Do you make tips and tricks videos about 3D Maya for YouTube? Yes, they're all my videos are on YouTube as well, and then I have full-length videos on YouTube. And I'm also on TikTok, so if you guys have TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever it is, I'm on it, basically. I hate that. Okay. Alright, so let's make that look less boxy. Okay, perfect. Mesh tools, we're gonna go circularize that. Let's see. I want to support you, man. You made some great content. I saw a couple of your motivational videos, and it's something most artists need to hear. I'm glad. Those ones I'm not always too sure about how what those do, but I know it's something that a lot of people need to hear sometimes, and so I'm glad that those are reaching you, and I'm glad that you enjoy them. And I appreciate you supporting me. I appreciate all of you who stay here and watch these streams. Like, I get it. It's a little weird to watch somebody just work on personal projects, but I appreciate that you guys are here. And keep in mind with my live streams, if there's ever questions or concerns or anything like that, feel free to ask me live. I do not care. I will answer things. Like, really, it's just to kind of help you guys. So, model is lit. Thank you. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna freeze that guy. Control D. I have to go through and name all of this junk when I'm done. And that kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. I should have been naming as I was going, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. Okay. We have those two little brackets there. I'm gonna pull one of these. These have been my like main bracket bolts that I've been using. Okay. That's not lining up at all. It looks kind of terrible. Let's fix that. Okay. Right, freeze that guy. Control D. -1. Whoops. -1. These are both kind of positioned weird. D. Freeze. Okay, cool. You deserve more recognition. I appreciate that. I'm getting there. I'm not worried about it. Like, I'm not super stressed about it. Like, recognition comes when recognition comes. I don't do this right now to make money. I don't do this to, like, gain fame or anything like that. It's just me teaching people and trying to help people not make the same mistakes that I did when I was in college. So I appreciate that. Did you ever use any other 3D software? Yeah, I did actually. I used 3ds Max. Back when I started modeling, like in the early days, I used Rhinoceros, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's a NURBS based modeler. That's the worst thing ever. But yeah, so I used to use Rhino, 3ds Max. I played a little bit with Cinema 4D and Houdini, but Maya is what I stuck with. I don't know. Something's throwing me off here. I don't really know what it is. I'm still not in love with this, like, arm design. I have to play it that more. You're so fucking cool, thank you. Thanks, babe. According to your experience, which is best for 3D modeling and animation? I'm gonna say Maya, just because I've been using it for as long as I have, but honestly, it's whatever you're comfortable with. I know Cinema 4D is pretty good, and then a lot of people who do like architectural visualization and mechanical stuff, they like to use 3ds Max. I guess it's just a little bit easier. I never learned how to model on 3ds Max necessarily, just because I was using 3ds as like my animation platform. So I would model in Rhino, I would pull it into 3ds Max, and I would work with it there. Not the best workflow, kind of terrible, but honestly, whatever you're comfortable with, and if you want to use Blender, use Blender. Like, they're all good tools. How often do I stream? I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday most weeks. So usually I announce it. If you want, there's a Discord. I've been really bad about announcing my streams, so I'll try to fix that. But you can join the Discord. Link is in my bio on Instagram. And if you're on Twitch or YouTube, socials will take you there. I think it's exclamation point. Wait a minute. Did I not build that one? Oh no. Hold on. I think I lied. Wait, did I lie? No. Yeah, exclamation point socials will take you there. Okay, I did build that out. Although I just found an issue. Thanks, Mr. Blazing Man. I appreciate it. I still don't like the way that looks. It looks dumb. I think it's just like... I need music that's not so like wavy and chill. I've been listening to a lot of heavier music lately. So like dubstep stuff. Here we go. Copyright free metal music. That sounds great. Torn Flesh. That's awesome. You guys ever want to know who I listen to live on stream? It's Carl Casey, who does White Bat Audio. Good music. This all streams are there on YouTube. I would like to see it from starting. So the Alien is not. The Alien, this is the first stream with the Alien. I will upload a process video later on with the Alien. But I just decided to start streaming since we're in October. This is my October project, and I did not want to start another project for stream. that I don't have to start, because I do have to start one on Saturday. You're experiencing the same exact dilemma as me right now. I have 4 different files in Clip Studio trying to find a design I like. Yeah, it's rough. It's tough. Like, you know, sometimes designs just don't work out and you have to find different ways to do things, and I'll probably mess with this arm for a while before I'm happy with it. Like, I finally got the rib cage to a point where I'm happy with it, so that's neat. I'm excited about that. I need to do some adjustments on it still, but, you know, it's all right. Mohit, can you please show me your PC specs? Yeah, so I have a Ryzen 3900X with 64 gigs of RAM and an RTX 3070. Man, I'll follow you everywhere. Not many people make videos from I appreciate you for your tips and working in general. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm on everything, so if you guys are ever curious, this stream's live on Twitch, YouTube, and Instagram, and then starting next week, we'll be live on TikTok again. I just have been lazy about setting up TikTok. I want to see you finish that. Oh yeah, no, this will be finished by the end of October, hopefully. And then I'll announce it again. Remember, the 12th, which is next weekend, next Saturday, starting at 8 o'clock MST, Mountain Standard Time, I will be streaming for 12 hours straight. So I know for those of you across the sea, that'll probably be a little bit easier for you because it'll be later in the evening for you. So that'll be good for you guys to catch that. But I'll be live all day, so it'll be really cool. Your bio link is not opening for me. Want to join your Discord? All right, give me a second. Server settings, invites. I love how I can't copy my own invite codes. Hold on. Although somebody did tell me it might have been broken. Let me see. Oh, no, that one's still working. Just let me join my own server. That's hilarious. Let's see. There you go. There's a Discord link. How do you stay patient doing one model for a while? For a whole month? I don't, which is why I have like 10 projects. I'm real bad about it. I currently, so to give you guys a list of what I have right now. Let's go in here. Visionary. Oh, that's the wrong drive. Personal art folder, projects. So currently, this is my project list. These 2 are priority right now. This one I've basically given up on. That needs to be deleted because that's old. That I don't know if I'm going to finish. And then the environment, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to finish. So I have a couple projects, but I try to keep myself busy. How have you found reach on YouTube compared to Instagram, etc.? I've been thinking of making a channel for long form content as the animations get a bit bigger. So here's the thing. Anyone who wants to do social media for like 3D or art or anything like that, I recommend you post everywhere. I recommend you join every platform and you post everywhere. It's a pain in the ass and it does suck, but it helps the reach a lot because you will gain traction on one platform in 1 month and it'll die and you'll gain traction on another one in that month. And so they constantly change. So my YouTube is going up this month. Instagram has been a little bit lower, and then TikTok has been going up. So you have this constant kind of like graph that's flowing and moving. And so having multiple platforms really helps because then you're kind of cross-contaminating that reach. So that's what I suggest. YouTube's tough. YouTube's very tough. How many hours do you give Maya a day? I try to use it at least minimum an hour, but maximum I try to do 5 to 6 hours. I want to accumulate points, but have you saved? Let me see. No, but I just did. Thank you, Uwu Master. I appreciate you. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see. Yeah, I probably keep myself busy with too many projects, but it just helps me. Can't open Discord link. Hold on, let me do a temporary invite. Always hate how... Oh, there it is. Okay, invite people. Edit invite link. Expire in an hour. Try this one. That's pretty good. Is there any demand for 3D product animation? Yeah, no, absolutely. There's tons of it. If you guys don't follow him, he does food, but I think his work is incredible. Patrick 4D. He does a lot of really amazing like food visualization stuff, all in 3D and all in ZBrush. But product, like a lot of product stuff nowadays is 3D just because it's cheaper, because you don't have to hire a whole film crew to do that stuff. So yeah, there's a future in it, and there's demand for it. Oh, looks like somebody got in. The metal music really helps. Yeah, I don't know why that looks as funky as it does. Let's do this. Maybe this is the reason. Didn't necessarily want to do that, but it might work. Still want that to be kind of coiled. That helps a little bit. It makes it look a little less dumb. Okay, I don't know what that is, but I don't like it. I see you add only one supporting edge to the few times. Is there a reason you don't bevel those right now? So the reason I don't bevel, oh, good morning, Mohit. The reason I don't bevel is because on shapes like this, beveling will create little triangular corners, and I hate going through and fixing them, so I just don't do it. Like, I'll bevel when it's needed, but most of the time I just won't do it, just because it creates so much extra geo in certain places that it's just more of a pain for me to clean up. But, you know, like, this was beveled, so I beveled this. But other stuff, yeah, I don't. I'll just do it one at a time. And that's just kind of more a little bit because of, like, that's how I'm used to working. Because bevel didn't exist when I started doing this. Like, it wasn't a tool in Maya. Alright. Okay, let's listen to Xenomorph. That sounds great. Yeah, I always mess it up. Yeah, it's just kind of a pain. I just much rather go through and manually drag my edge loops because it just makes more sense to me. I'm starting to enjoy this design a little bit more. It just feels a little simple compared to the rest of the body, but I might be able to kind of adjust that and fix that up a bit. Still might change the shoulder joint. I'm not a huge fan of it. Looking to see if there's anything I want to fix right now. I don't think so right now. Us moment, bro? Us? What do you mean? Well, let's do this. Let me grab all this stuff just to make this cohesive. I'm going to edit, group, Control D, 1. See how that's going. You know, everything's sticking out too far, so I'm gonna have to adjust some of that. That's okay though. I can fix that. No big deal. Looks good from the side. Like side profile, looking great. Front profile, it's a little boxy. So, gotta fix that. I don't know, I guess. I don't know. I'll play with it. It might look okay when it's posed. So, maybe I don't need to stress about that too much. I was telling. Oh, got you. I got you. I was confused. I was like, wait, what? I'm in a lot of good progress. This is a good stream. All right. Well, we are at that time. I'm gonna go ahead and clear my history on this guy. And file, save scene. And because I am terrified of losing this, I'm going to export it as well. Selection. Does this client work? No, this is just for me. It's for my portfolio. Are you kidding me? It'd be great if it was client work. That'd be amazing. Make an alien for client work. That would imply that my client was Disney, though. Hello, sir. I want to learn rigging of excavator tracks. Can you tell me? I wish I could. I have never actually tried to rig that. The closest I ever got was a tank tread, and my rig did not work for it. You are a Disney worker. I would love that. Not gonna lie. I would be okay with that. I would totally be cool with that. Yeah, treads are... I'm not really sure, Mohit. There might be a better way to do treads than what I know. So I would try to look up a tutorial. And if you can't find anything, I guess let me know and I'll see what I can find. But I never got that far into rigging my tank. So it's just one of those things I never got to. I would like to revisit my tank, because that would be a cool project to finish and put in my portfolio. Search for tank rigging. Yeah, it should follow the same kind of setup. Since you're doing an excavator, it's not really going to be like an interlinked tread, because if it's an interlinked tread, what you can do is you can use a mesh network, and I've got a video on my YouTube about using mesh networks. It's how I did the minigun chain, the bullet chain. So that would work really well for a tank tread, but as far as like a rubber tread, like an excavator has, you might have to do a little bit more digging for that one. Streamer Bot's YouTube quota has been reached. Of course it has. Why wouldn't it have been? Pull that there. But all right, everybody, that's kind of it for tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and end stream, and then probably continue working on this because I'm insufferable. But I appreciate you all hanging out. Instagram, you guys are kind of the first to go, just because we don't raid out or do anything on Instagram. Appreciate you all. I'll try to be better about uploading more next week. I did not have it in me this week, so content creation was not on the top of my list this week. But I appreciate you all being here. It's been a good stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And then I look forward to talking to you throughout the weeks. And I'll be live again on Monday. And don't forget, 12-hour stream next Saturday. I'll post reminders for sure. But I do have that coming up, so that'll be awesome. But Instagram, you guys have a wonderful night. We will talk to you soon. All right. And YouTube, same for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Appreciate you all. I'm going to go ahead and end stream here, and then Twitch, we're going to raid out. But everyone have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you all later.